Hello everyone, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing on this fine July 4th weekend? I am coming by today with something different. I have some new items in my shop that I wanted to share, and I'm having a sale in my shop for the whole weekend, July 4th, in celebration of July 4th. And everything, well, not everything, but I think most things are 20% off. Just about everything is 20% off. Maybe the new things I've listed are not 20% off, but most everything else is. And so I was going to show you today also, besides telling you about my sale, is just some of my new things. And I'll try to run through these pretty quick so this video is not too long, but this is the first thing I wanted to share with you. And this is a pretty straw bag. It's kind of like new, and I won't tell you a lot of like dimensions and measurements and things because that's all already in my listings. These are already in my shop listed, pictures, measurements, everything's in there. And if anyone ever has any questions, of course they can ask me, but this is in my shop and it's a pretty straw bag. Here's the bottom, here's the back. It has these nice handles, and on the inside it is lined with fabric. And it looks, it looks like brand new to me. The only thing I see is a little tear inside. And, you know, that wouldn't be, make any difference to me. I don't know if I can even show it, but I show it in my listing. I got my camera down in there and I took a picture of it. So that's in my listing in my Etsy shop. And so the next thing as we move on here to my next listing in my shop is I've got some new fabric bundles, and I had a super fun time getting these together. I was really surprised at how fun it was for me to gather these fabrics and, you know, measure them out and get them. I tore them so they're all hand torn by me into the shape that I wanted, and these are all in the fabric squares that I have. I call them fabric packs. There's 5 pieces of fabric. They're kind of a rectangle. They're 18 by 21 inches. And they're, like I said, 5 pieces. And there's like 2 different patterns. And so since there's 5 pieces, there's either 3 of one and 2 of the other, you know, type thing. There's 3 of one and 2 of the other. So like, here's one pattern and here's the other pattern they're all these patterns. So say could be 3 of this one and 2 of this one, or 3 of this one and 2 of this one. Just depends on how it all worked out and how many I had. And I only have 6 of these. That's all I have. So I would like to do some more when I get more fabric. That's just all I have right now. So that's all that's in there for that. But, you know, just some fun fabric that people can use in their crafts, things like that. And then with the remnants, I couldn't get into the 18 by 21 inches. I have a separate listing, and these remnants are only $1 each because they're just, I couldn't, you know, they're just different sizes, and I couldn't get any more of the same sizes basically. So I have like listed on each one, like this one's 18 by 24. This one's 43.5 by 8. So really weird sizes. So that's why I couldn't, you know, make a pack out of these. But I figured, you know, someone might be able to use these. And they're just pretty, you know, vintage florals and nice cottony fabrics. So they're in there already. And you can just see some lusciousness here and how pretty they are. So that's in there. And another new thing I have in there is these owl clips, which I recently got some, and I just love owl clips. I didn't have any, and so I finally said, why don't I have some of these? So I got some, and then I got so many, I said, I better share these in my shop. So they are in my shop. This little pin is in my shop. This is from my personal collection. It's a vintage pin. It's bronze looking around here. It's got this clasp where you turn the little thing and it pops out, and, you know, like that. It's got black beads around here, a little turquoise bead in the middle, and it kind of has a layered metal look there. I don't know, it's just really pretty. So that's in my shop. And let's see what we do next here. Let's do these 2 shams. These 2 pillow shams are a set of pillow shams in my shop. they're really pretty. That's why I got them, and they're quilted, and you can see the frame here with this pink fabric. That same pink fabric is all over the back, and it has some really cool aspects of embroidery here. This is all embroidered, this whole flower, the leaves, and the stem, and everything. So that's on both of these. And so those are in my shop, but the sizes and, like I said, everything are in my shop. So that's why I'm not really, you know, focusing on that right now. Just want to get you a good idea of the new things in my shop. So this is, I showed before in one of my Thrifted Treasures videos. So this is now in my shop. It's the Daisy and Ladybug Cool Stitchery kit, never opened, and it's from the 70s, 1972, and it has the copyright right there. So, and here's the back, what the fabric looks like in there, and it's just really, really cool 70s type thing there. And then the next thing is a pretty butterfly tea towel calendar, and it's kind of hard to get this in the frame, but I'll just show you. 2017. I don't think I've ever sold an unvintage one in my shop, but this one was so pretty I had to get it because it looks just like my old ones, the old vintage ones. And so here's the top. I'll just kind of scroll down for you so you can see. And then here's the bottom half. And you can see how pretty it is. There's a bee right here, and then it has the name of Susan Wright down here. So maybe that's the artist or illustrator, but just so pretty. I had to get that and offer it in my shop. And some of these things, like the fabric things, I get, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Like, am I going to use them in a journal? Am I going to cut them up? And usually the fabric things that I put in my shop are things that I was thinking maybe I would cut them up, but then I can't do it, so I just go ahead and put them in my shop. But this is a pretty embroidery here. It is a copper tea kettle with these pretty flowers that look like daffodils, and then this background looks like ceramic tile, like from your kitchen to me. So just a really pretty picture, and it's, you know, just the fabric and unframed picture, but I just thought that was so pretty. I wanted to offer that in my shop. Another quilted item, this is a baby quilt, and it was made, it has the name even of the person it was made for down here in the corner. And so that, I was going to take it out, but I thought, well, I'll just leave it for now. And then whoever gets it can actually get a, you know, a seam ripper, you know, one of those little sewing seam ripper tools, and just kind of pull that out if they didn't want that on there. Or maybe they're going to cut this up and use it for something else. But pretty much all of the squares look like this. And it doesn't really have any wear on here that I could see. Like, here's a little something right there, but other than that, it's pretty, I don't see any like stains or any rips or anything. It looks like it pretty much was not used hardly at all, if at all. And it has this little thing in the middle here. If you're a quilter, you know, I'm not a quilter, so, but it's got this white, has white polka dots on it, so I thought that was pretty too. And this is not, this is fabric right here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it looks kind of, has a faded look, but I think that's how the fabric was, because they're all of the blue, these blues are like that, kind of like a faded look. So I don't know, but I think they're pretty. So however, if it was supposed to be like that or whatever, it looks like that now, and I think it's really pretty. And it's got this green trim, and on the back is all green, the two shades. It's like I got a little bit of a mossy green here all over the back, and then that, you know, that lighter green trim. And then a few more things. I've got this dill, or it's an herb kind of a stitchery, and it's in this nice wooden carved frame. It's like a forest green frame, and I just thought it was so pretty. But I got it for this, and I was thinking of taking it apart, but I decided not to take it apart because it's so beautifully framed here. It's like professionally framed. I don't know if someone made this and had it professionally framed, or if it's from a store, but anyway, it was so nice I didn't want to take it apart. So I just copied this and scanned it, and I have it to print out whenever, you know, if I ever want to use it. So, but it's just a really pretty little picture, embroidered or stitchery picture with a wooden carved frame. So that is in my shop. And I'm running out of room. Let's see what else I have. I have these, and there's two more things. Excuse myself. But I think I showed you everything else. These are little PVC plastic pockets, and I've been selling in my shop the zipper pouches, a smaller one, just it's a little bit bigger than this, and then a 4x7. And they're all 6 holes, so they're for, you know, for planners. But recently I used one in my last journal, my beach journal, where I sewed it on the page, and I sewed it kind of like right down on this line here onto a page, and then, you know, I was able to put the page in the journal and sew the page into the journal. So I have had a, you know, a zipper pouch in the journal, and that was, you know, I thought that was really cool. So I could do the same thing with this. So I probably will experiment with that later on, but right now I have 10 of these, and they're kind of like, if you put a business card in here, just to show you the size, you've got a little bit of extra room around the business card. So that's about the size of it. They are small, but they are cute. And so those are in there, a new thing. And then the last thing I'll show you is, I showed in one of my Thrifted Treasures videos the last few bridge tally score pads that I had found, and I think I said something like, getting too many of those, I'm going to have to stop buying them or something like that. Then I thought, you know, I've never coffee dyed one of these, so any of these, so I tried it and I really liked it, and I ended up coffee dyeing this whole pad. This is, I think, only one pad here, so I'm going to do some more, but right now this is in my shop ready to go. And so and I wanted to tell you how I do my coffee dyeing, not really how, but my goal in a lot of my dyeing process, whether it's coffee or a color, is to make a pattern in kind of like the coffee. I almost like it to look, now I know it doesn't look like that, but my idea in my head is to make it look like coffee was splashed on there. You know what I mean? Which it doesn't look like that, I know, but the idea is behind that is, and how I accomplish that is, I put it on the paper so that it has some white space, some space from the original, you know, paper, and then the coffee, you can see the pattern on there. So that's my idea behind it. Like here it just has one little space there, but I think that's so cool. Like here it has a lot of white space, you know, up here and on the bottom, and I just think that's really cool. So that's how these are done, and I just really like it like that, and I think that's really neat. So that's it. I just wanted to share those new things in my shop. I had a lot of fun, you know, I have a lot of fun gathering these things, and just the whole thing is gathering, getting it together, and putting them in my shop. I just really enjoy the whole process, and so that's sales going on in my shop. And I hope you enjoyed seeing all this stuff, and I'll see you all next time. Happy crafting and happy shopping. I'll see you next time.